Hey everyone, welcome to pregnancy week 25. Sorry it's a little bit late. I'm 25 weeks and 3 days today. Today's Tuesday, the 25th of October. Yeah, so 25 weeks and 3 days today. But the reason I waited is because I had a doctor's appointment today and I figured might as well, wait and do it, when I have my doctor's appointment, give me more to report on. And then, I didn't want to have to try and go back with my 26 week and try and remember everything that me and the doctor talked about. So I figured do it while it's fresh in my head and be good to go. So yeah, 25 weeks and 2 days. Symptoms for week 24, definitely still lower back pain and sciatic pain. My lower back pain was a little bit duller this week, wasn't too bad, but I wouldn't say a lot, but quite a few times this week I was just walking normal and I would get this like knife stabbing pain right in the middle of my butt cheek. And I, doing what I do for a living, being a massage therapist, I know what that is. I knew exactly what it was because I get a lot of people coming to me with those complaints. But I'd never felt it before because I always had just regular lower back pain, never any like actual sciatic pain. And let me tell you, it is rough. It is like stop you in your tracks, gotta kind of reposition how you're standing or walking at that moment. And yeah, because it almost takes your breath away kind of. So not fun at all. Let's see. My nipples are still oozing colostrum. It was kind of dull for like a week or so, week and a half, and then it started to come back a little bit more and a lot more coming out. Still not enough to, if I'm not wearing a bra or anything, still not enough to get on my shirt or, anything like that. But if I do any kind of, nipple stimulation or, anything like that, just to see if there's anything there, stuff comes out. And it's enough to get on my finger and me to definitely, see it. It's still clear. There's no color to it, no smell to it or anything like that. And doctor says that's normal. So it'll just, come and go from, for now until, I get further along in my pregnancy. And then obviously when my milk comes in, it'll be a lot more. Let's see. Sleeping at night is okay. But it's getting a little bit rough to roll from side to side at night. It's not just, I can't just, plop over to my other side. I definitely have to, it wakes me up and I have to, roll to my back and then roll to my other side. So that's getting to be a pain in the rear. And still peeing like at least 2 to 3 times a night now. More often 2 than 3. And it's usually in the earlier part of the night, like right when I lay down. I don't know if it's because I've been so swollen lately that as soon as I lay down and, take all the weight off of my feet, that everything kind of starts to drain and, then I just really have to pee or what the deal is. But it seems to be, when I go lay down, I usually watch about an hour of TV or so before I go to sleep. And between that, laying down and that hour, and then maybe the hour after that, after I kind of doze off, I have to, get up and go to sleep right before, or go to the bathroom right before I go to sleep, right before I doze off. And then I wake up about an hour later, usually, and I have to pee again. And then I usually can sleep solidly for a good, 3-4 hours before I have to get up and go pee, if at all. So it kind of depends on how much water I had to drink and all that. But definitely the first part of the night, just peeing a lot. And I've noticed, as far as the sleeping thing goes, that laying on my left or right side, doesn't really matter. I need some sort of support under my stomach. Just kind of, it's not like my stomach's super huge yet or anything. I feel huge, let me tell you. But it's not like it, it's sticking out all that far and there's a lot of weight hanging there. But it just feels like I need something, just a slight, maybe like a, corner of the blanket or, small side of a pillow, kind of stuffed under that side of whatever side I'm laying on under my stomach. It just feels like excuse me, I just feel like I'm getting more support, and I can kind of just relax my body more. When I don't have it there, I feel like I'm kind of tensing up a little bit, and then it makes it really hard for me to go to sleep. So yeah, I'm definitely needing that. And then for a little bit of a TMI, so I don't know if you guys want to hear this. If not, then that's fine. I've noticed, I think I'm developing a slight case of hemorrhoids, even though, sorry, I have something in my eye. I got my hair cut yesterday. I don't know if you guys can tell, but she always thins it out a lot for me, and this is totally off topic, I'm sorry, but she always thins it out a lot for me, and it always like sheds a lot for the next day or two. Even after I wash it, it's like pieces are still coming out. I don't know if that happens to anyone else who gets their hair thinned out, but I have a piece of hair in my eye. I think I got it. But yeah, my hair feels much better, by the way. So back to my TMI subject. Let's see. I've gotten to the point where I can no longer shave my downstairs area. I used to just trim it up really nice and, you know, and then keep it shaved, you know, whatever. But it's just getting to the point where I can't see that far, and I can't reach that far, and I'm afraid if I'm using a razor, I'm afraid I'm gonna cut myself. So I just, God dang it. Something is really in my eye. Sorry, guys. Anyways, yeah, it feels like I'm gonna cut myself or something. So I just been leaving it alone. So what I'm gonna decided to do is I'm just gonna go ahead and schedule a Brazilian wax. I'm gonna try and do it in the next couple weeks or so. I'm gonna let it grow a little bit more, and then I'm gonna get it myself waxed, and then I'll probably, you know, wait a full hair cycle again, and then go get another wax, hopefully sometime right before Tara comes, because I don't want to be all crazy bushy down there when I'm delivering. Not like the doctor cares or anything, but I think it's more just for my comfort, just because I don't know if family's going to be in the room. I really haven't made that decision yet, and if they were to get any sort of a crotch shot, I don't want it to be horrible and kind of, you know, leave them scarred for life or something. Anyways, let's see. Along with my Brazilian wax, I decided I'm going to start waxing my underarms, just because working at a spa, I kind of have that accessibility, and they'll do it for free for me. So I figure if I don't have to shave my underarms every time I get in the shower, then, you know, that'll kind of save me a little bit on razors, which are super expensive, and we can spend more of that saved money on baby stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm growing those out, which I can't even tell you how hard that is. I'm glad it's winter time and I can wear, you know, shirts like this or sweaters or something like that, because I don't know how people would be able to do it in the summer, because it drives me nuts. But and as far as leg shaving goes, I can still manage that right now. I don't shave my legs all that often because it is cooler here, and, you know, I've been wearing capris or jeans, so I don't really have to wear shorts or whatnot. But as far as that goes, I can still I can still do it. It's not comfortable, but it's, you know, it's manageable at this point. That'll probably change as I get bigger, obviously. I don't know if I'll ever get my legs waxed, just because I don't want to have to start that and because I've heard, you know, it's just can be a pain in the butt. Not only does it take a long time, but it actually, I've heard waxing your legs hurts worse than waxing your Brazilian, and I've had a couple Brazilian waxes, so I couldn't imagine that, you know, hurting more on my legs. Okay, I'm rambling, sorry people. Let's see. But yeah, that's pretty much symptoms for week 24. A few good things that happened in week 24 is my work baby shower has been planned, which I'm super excited about. I have a girl at work who's she's so awesome. She's so bubbly and so much fun, and I had just mentioned, we weren't even really talking about it. I don't think she was around. And somehow, you know, I brought up a work baby shower or something like that, and the word got around to her, and she's like, I'll do it, I'll plan it. She's just like that kind of a person. She just wants to plan it. She wants to be a part of it. That's just her personality. So she's got it all planned for November 6th. That's coming up in like a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, a little less than 2 weeks, something like that. It's on a Sunday, and it's going to be at one of my favorite restaurants right around the corner from where I work. It's a little like hamburger milkshake place, but it's really like high end, I guess you could say, because of the town that it's in. And it's always super packed. So yeah, I'm excited to go there. It's all outdoors. It's going to be a lot of fun. And she actually hand drew the baby shower invitations, and I'll insert a photo at the end, because if I try and do it in the middle, I get all confused and lose track of where I'm at. So I'll put the photo of the baby shower invitation at the end. Hand drawn, hand colored. It's absolutely gorgeous, and she's gonna give me the original, because she just drew one obviously and made copies because you can't make them all the same. And I'm going to actually frame it and put it in Tara's nursery, and then when she gets older I'm going to put it into her baby book, because it's just so adorable. I'm in love with it. Let's see. And then the day after, November 7th, which is a Monday, and I'm usually off work Sundays and Mondays, so it works out. I'm going to do my first round of maternity photos. My good friend Heidi, who was actually a bridesmaid in my wedding, opened or started her own little photography business, and she shot her sister-in-law's baby our maternity photos, and those were really cute, so she offered to do them for me as a baby gift. So I'm really excited about that. We're gonna do, I'll be around 7-ish months then, coming close to 7 months, and I lost my train of thought. And she's gonna do a 7-month shot, and then she's gonna do a like 8.5-month shot when I get really big, right before I deliver. Let's see, so that's exciting. We finally got faster internet. That's not really a thing, but I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to see how fast this video uploads. I'll have to let you guys know. And then some not so good stuff, some crappy stuff, is my husband found out he has to have knee surgery on the 10th. I mean, we knew he was going to have knee surgery, but we weren't sure when it was going to happen. So the doctors he got in for his consultation, and he's going to have knee surgery on the 10th, which they're only doing laparoscopic, so that's good. But what the doctors said, because he tore his meniscus and the way he tore it in his last car accident, he may, it may work. It may take some of the pain away. If not, he might have to get cortisone shots in it for a while. And if nothing works, a knee replacement would have to be in his future. So that's really crappy news. And another not so good thing is I possibly in the next couple weeks could be going out on disability, and this video is getting way too long, so I'm going to make a separate video about my doctor's appointment and talk to you guys a little bit about that whole thing. And then I'm just going to throw in baby buys for this week. I just got 2 diapers. They're the itty bitty diapers, and I got them off of Baby Steals for $15.99. Couldn't pass it up. They're normally like, $20 some plus, so I figured it was a good deal. So I got 2 of those. They're not here yet. When they're here, I'll put them in my video. Hopefully by next week they'll be here. Let's see. Yeah, everything else is doctor's appointment related, and I'll do a video on that. Yeah, I'll do a video on that next. So look for that video and a belly shop video. Hope you guys are all having a great week. I'm wishing the best of luck to all of you that are TTCing right now. I know there's a couple of you that I'm kind of stalking that are in your 2-week wait, and I haven't checked my YouTube, Facebook, so I don't know if anything's happened. Actually, I need to get on there and see what's going on, because I normally only check it once a day. So I'm gonna get off here before this video gets any freaking longer, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.